The Galaxy S21 Ultra is currently the king of the Android hill, with a stunning screen, powerful performance, and a long-range zoom camera. It appears to have all at a reasonable price. But can Apple's iPhone 13 Pro Max persuade Android's obsessiveness to switch sides? Well, let's find out. What's up guys, and welcome to Product Review Hub. In today's video, we'll be doing a comparison between the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Galaxy S21 Ultra. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to receive more videos like this. The iPhone 13 Pro Max versus the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra showdown is all about determining which premium flagship phone is the best. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is a big and shiny flagship phone, leading the charge in Apple's iPhone 13 lineups, which is now available. However, if it is to win over the public before the next lineups come up, it'll have to compete with the early crowned king of the 2021 smartphone scene, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Let's quickly look at the price of both phones. On September 24th, 2021, the iPhone 13 Pro Max was released. Prices started at $1,099 for the 128GB model, $1,199 for the 256GB model, and $1,399 for the 512GB model. This time around, there's also a 1TB model available for $1,599 or £1,549. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra debuted on January 29, 2021. Much earlier in the year, the 128GB model, which cost $1,199, while the 256GB model cost $1,399, and finally the 512GB model raises the cost to $1,599. Surprisingly, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is a less expensive one of the two phones across the board, at least in terms of the standard price. However, because the Galaxy S21 Ultra is older, you should be able to find it at a significant discount. Design. These two have a distinct appearance and feel, and both phones are large, and to be sure, but the iPhone appears to be the larger of the two. The reason for that is that wherever the Galaxy has a slightly tapered screen, the iPhone has a completely flat display with larger borders. The Galaxy has slightly curved sides, and these make it easier to grip, whereas the iPhone has flat, shiny sides that look nice but are a bit sharp and uncomfortable to hold. What's new is that the iPhone 13 Max Pro has gained a few grams and now weighs 240 grams, which is slightly heavier than the S21 Ultra's 229 grams weight. There's a big difference in how these two phones treat the implementation of a front camera. The iPhone 13 Pro Max uses a chunky notch, albeit one of the 20% smaller than before. The Galaxy S21 Ultra gives you a central punch hole, which is rather less obstructive. The camera array on the Galaxy S21 Ultra is more discreet, blending into the device's side thanks to the contour-cut design. The Galaxy S21 Ultra is taller and thicker than the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but the iPhone 13 Pro Max is slightly wider. Both phones have IP68 water resistance rating, but the iPhone 13 Pro Max is listed as being able to withstand a deeper plunge. 6 meters of water versus 1.5 meters for the Samsung phone. The iPhone 13 Pro Max also has a slightly tougher display, with Apple's ceramic shield once again providing a 4-fold increase in toughness compared to other phones. In terms of colors, the iPhone 13 Pro Max comes in graphite, gold, silver, and Sierra blue. The Galaxy S21 Ultra offers a wider selection of Phantom Black, Phantom Silver, Phantom Titanium, Phantom Navy, and Phantom Brown options. These all are slightly muted, professional-grade shades, so the Galaxy S21 Ultra definitely wins this round. Display. If bonus points were awarded for having a feature first, the Galaxy S21 Ultra would win this category. After all, fast refreshing displays are nothing new for Samsung phones, and the S21 Ultra can dynamically adjust how fast its 6.8-inch screen refreshes, scaling from 10Hz to 120Hz. But the iPhone 13 Pro Max is the first Apple phone to have a fast refreshing display along with the iPhone 13 Pro. Its refresh rate can also be adjusted between 10Hz and 120Hz. This is most likely due to Samsung's position as a major display supplier to phone manufacturers, including Apple. The 6.7-inch screen on the iPhone 13 Pro Max stands out in other ways, most notably in its brightness. When tested, the adaptive setting produced 1038 nits of brightness, outperforming the S21's Ultra 821 nit reading. Apple's screen is simply more comfortable to look at, and it really brings out the highlights even in low-light video scenes. The display on the iPhone 13 Pro Max also registered 109.3 and 77.4% of the sRGB and DCI-P3 color spaces, respectively. The Galaxy S21 Ultra came on top with 110.9 and 81.4%. The iPhone 13 Pro Max's display, on the other hand, was slightly more accurate with a Delta E reading of 0.21 versus 0.35 for the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. In this test, lower numbers are preferable, so we'll be giving this one to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Cameras. On paper, the cameras of the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Galaxy S21 Ultra appear to be evenly matched. Both phones have triple camera displays, with Apple emphasizing low-light photography this time around, as the main lens has a larger sensor than before and lets in 49% more light, while the aperture on the ultra-wide-angle lens has also been increased. The improved triple 12-megapixel camera system on the new iPhone 13 Pro Max is led by a main sensor with a wide f1.5 aperture. This is backed by a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera with a new macro function that allows you to get as close to your subject as 2 centimeters. You also get a new telephoto lens with a 3x zoom that can now shoot in night mode. The camera on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Pro is led by a massive 1 by 1.33-inch 108-megapixel main wide sensor, which uses a 9:1 pixel binning technique to produce crisp, bright 12-megapixel images. It also has its own 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, as well as two 10-megapixel telephoto sensors, one with 3x optical zoom and the other with 10x. Aside from hardware differences, Apple and Samsung are well known for taking opposite approaches to color science. Samsung usually amps up the color to make them more Instagram-worthy, whereas Apple keeps things a little cooler and more natural. In terms of software, the iPhone 13 Pro Max includes a new feature that allows you to choose from various photographic styles, changing the tone and warmth without distorting the subject. If you prefer the South Korean company's approach, you can even give your shots an extra dose of vibrancy. With the iPhone 13 Pro Max, you also get a smart HDR4, which can adjust for multiple people in a scene. In terms of video capture, the Galaxy S21 Ultra can capture up to 8K at 24 FPS, whereas the iPhone 13 Pro Max can only capture 4K at 60 FPS. However, once again, Apple's strength lies in its algorithmic mastery. This includes a new cinematic mode that can intelligently refocus based on the subject's gaze and predict when a subject will come into light. Later this year, ProRes mode will allow you to record, edit, and deliver broadcast-ready content at 4K and 30 FPS while on the go. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is the clear winner in terms of overall camera performance. It produces richer, more balanced images in a variety of lighting conditions, and it ranks first on our list of the best camera phones. With that said, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra remains the zoom king, so if you like to shoot your subjects from afar, it's the phone to go for. Specs and performance. Let's just get this out of the way and say the iPhone 13 Pro Max outperforms the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra in terms of performance. Apple's iPhones have long been the most powerful in their class, and the A15 Bionic chipset to the iPhone 13 Pro Max continues that trend. In some ways, this comparison isn't entirely accurate. In terms of vintage, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is closer to the iPhone Pro Max 12 than the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it will most likely take the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra to compete with the iPhone 13 Pro Max in terms of power. Even so, it still doesn't stand a chance. Apple claims that its 6-core CPU and 5-core GPU are up to 50% faster than the leading Android competition, which presumably includes the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. According to tests, the iPhone 13 Pro Max outperformed its rivals in terms of frame rate, multi-core capability, and video transcoding speed, and in some cases we're speaking almost twice as fast. Samsung doesn't fare much better in terms of performance. Depending on where you are in the world, you will either receive a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra with a Snapdragon 888 chipset that's in the US and China, or an Exynos 2100 chipset that's everywhere else. The latter is not a bad chip, but it's slower than the Snapdragon 888. In use, both phones are extremely responsive. You probably wouldn't notice a difference in general tasks or even high-end gaming. However, you're looking for a new phone to record high-quality video or work on high-power tasks, which is what the Pro and Ultra phone concept is all about. The iPhone 13 Pro Max will give you more value for money. The Galaxy S21 Ultra does offer support for Samsung's S Pen stylus. Samsung stylus is versatile and powerful, whether you're taking notes for automatic transcription or sketching a masterpiece. Of course, Apple has its own competing pencil, but it has yet to add support for it to the iPhone lineup. As you might expect, both phones are 5G ready. Battery life and charging. The Samsung phone has a 5000 mAh battery, whereas the iPhone 13 Pro has a 4352 mAh cell. That's a lot less than the Samsung, but it's a massive increase over the iPhone 12 Pro Max's 3687 mAh equivalent, which had excellent endurance. Most importantly though, iOS and Android use the power that has been granted to them in different ways. Apple phones have historically been more efficient, resulting in smaller batteries. Apple claims that the iPhone 13 Pro Max will have up to 2.5 hours more battery life on a single charge than its immediate predecessor. And that's true because the iPhone 13 Pro Max has the best battery life on an iPhone. After a typical intensive day's use, you can go to bed with 1/3 of the tank of power. That's some impressive work. Meanwhile, it'll outlast any phone, including the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra when browsing the web on 5G. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, on the other hand, is a solid device in its own right. Even with a QHD resolution and 120Hz refresh rate, it'll easily get you through a full day of moderate usage. When it comes to charging, neither the iPhone 13 Pro Max nor the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is the most advanced. The Galaxy S21 Ultra only supports wired charging up to 25 watts, while the iPhone 13 Pro Max only supports 20 watts. Neither phone comes with a charger, which is a little disappointing given how much money you're paying. We understand the environmental motivation here, but customers should be given the option of using a charger. Both phones support up to 15 watts of wireless charging, which isn't as fast as some of their Android-based competitors. This section is also a win for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Despite being older than the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is the iPhone 13 Pro Max's main competitor. For the majority of 2021, it was arguably the best all-round smartphone on the market. In terms of performance, however, there's simply no comparison with the iPhone 13 Pro Max completing certain high-end tasks nearly twice as quickly as its Samsung rival. Let's see how the iPhone stacks up against Samsung's Galaxy S22 Ultra when it launches next year. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on the notification bell to watch more videos like this. And while you're here, click on any of the other 2 videos on your screen and I will see you there.